For many years, I worked for a multi-million dollar corporation managing team of people, optimizing the sales floor, managing inventory for millions of dollars, and creating standard operating procedures where there weren't any. And then I would come home at 5 o'clock and I would be in complete disarray and in shambles because my house was chaos and I wouldn't know where to even begin. It took a nervous breakdown and a partial hospital program for me to realize that I needed a nervous system reset, and I realized what my home lacked, and that was a standard operating procedure for my nervous system and for my home. A messy home is not a character flaw, it's just a system with way too much friction. My house was honestly just a backstock nightmare. There was visual noise and inventory bloat everywhere I looked, and there still is. I'm not even joking. I've only started this process and it's not over yet. When you are neurodivergent, healing from trauma, or just simply burnt out from working in corporate or education, cleaning or simply organizing doesn't work for you. It's not going to work for me. It's not going to work for you because those terms are just going to overwhelm you. And cleaning is going to feel like a performance. You're just going to do it to put on a show. What I realized I needed was something to bridge the gap between feeling good and having an organized home. I needed something to help me utilize my DBT skills and my operational skills that I learned working retail. And so I'm bridging the gap and I'm creating a DBT home manual because that's something that I need, and I'm hoping that other people can resonate and maybe it will help them too. The DBT home manual is the bridge between the physical system, the operations, and the emotional capacity, the DBT. I've just spent a week off filming my core four for the DBT manual. I filmed my entryway, the pantry, junk drawer, and the kids' room. And I will be posting them onto my account every other week and bringing you along on my journey of organizing using my DBT manual. There are so many cleaning channels already out there, and I don't want this to feel like just another cleaning channel. I want this to feel more like a sanctuary blueprint. I want this to feel like something that you set up before you clean your house. This is like a setup of your home because I never got the opportunity to do that in my own house. I feel like my family has been torn up by war trauma ever since the beginning. I've mentioned in previous videos, my family comes from Bosnia and we've just struggled with a lot ever since the beginning, and we never really got the chance to thrive ever since the beginning of time. We've always been um, in a season of survival, and that is the part of the trauma cycle that I want to break, is the survival piece. And I feel like that is what I've learned this year, is that the part of the chaos that I've been living in has been the reflection of the survival that I found myself living in. And part of breaking the cycle is updating my home and utilizing my DBT skills to slowly organize certain pieces of my home to make it feel like a sanctuary to where we can all thrive and not feel like we're constantly in survival mode. And we're building systems in our home to continue thriving so that we don't fall back into old routines of survival. I left my corporate career back in March of 2025, and I worked managing stores, managing inventory and retail operations and corporate operations, standardizing operating procedures, and now I'm finally wearing the ops hat where it matters most. And that's with me and my family. And hopefully for you too. So I hope you will subscribe to follow along on the journey, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for being here.